No matter what happens, somehow, they're always the victim. You try to express your feelings, and suddenly, you're the one apologizing. You say, "Hey, that hurt me." And they respond with, "Oh wow, so now I'm the bad person? I guess I just can't do anything right. You always blame me." Now the focus shifts from your pain to their pain. And just like that, your feelings disappear. This is a psychological trick, because if they stay the victim, they never have to take responsibility. And you? You keep adjusting. You keep compromising. You keep shrinking yourself just to avoid conflict. You ever had that strange feeling, like something isn't right, but you can't quite explain it? Like someone in your life is making you question your own thoughts, your own feelings, even your own reality. And the worst part? They smile while doing it. They act like they care, like they're helping you, like they're on your side. But slowly, quietly, they're controlling you. This isn't obvious manipulation. This is emotional manipulation. And if you don't recognize it early, it can destroy your confidence, your peace, and even your identity. So in this video, we're going to break down 5 dangerous signs of emotional manipulation, signs that most people ignore until it's too late. And somewhere in this video, you might recognize someone. Or maybe you'll recognize what's been happening to you. Let me tell you a quick story. There was a guy named Jake. Jake was a normal guy, confident, social, knew what he wanted in life. Then he met someone. At first, everything felt perfect. She was kind, attentive, always there for him. But slowly, things started to change. Whenever Jake disagreed with her, she'd say things like, "You're overreacting. That's not what happened. You always twist things." At first, Jake thought, maybe she's right. Maybe I am overthinking. But over time, Jake stopped trusting his own memory, stopped expressing his opinions, stopped being himself. And one day, he looked in the mirror and thought, how did I become this person? That's the power of emotional manipulation. It doesn't hit you all at once. It slowly rewires you. Now let's get into the first sign. Sign number 1. They make you doubt your reality. This is one of the most dangerous forms of manipulation, and it has a name: gaslighting. But here's the scary part. When it's happening to you, you don't realize it. Because it doesn't look like manipulation. It looks like confusion. You say something happened. They say, "It didn't." You remember clearly what they said. They tell you, "I never said that." And they say it so confidently, so calmly, that you start questioning yourself. Wait, did I misunderstand? Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. That's exactly what they want. Because once you stop trusting your own mind, you start depending on them to define reality. And that's control. A manipulator doesn't need to force you. They just need you to doubt yourself. And once that happens, they win. Sign number 2. They use guilt as a weapon. This one is subtle, but extremely powerful. They don't force you to do things. They make you feel bad until you choose to do them. Big difference. They'll say things like, "After everything I've done for you, I guess I'm just not important to you. Wow, I didn't expect this from you." Notice something? They're not asking. They're emotionally cornering you. Now suddenly, it's not about what you want. It's about avoiding guilt. So you say yes, even when you don't want to, even when it hurts you, because saying no feels like you're a bad person. That's manipulation. Real care doesn't make you feel guilty for having boundaries. Sign number 3. They play the victim every time. Now here's where it gets even more dangerous. Because emotional manipulation isn't always loud, aggressive, or obvious. Sometimes it feels like love. And that's exactly why it works. Let's move to the next sign. Sign number 4. They give love, then take it away. At first, they make you feel special, like you're the only person in the world who matters. They text you all the time. They compliment you. They give you attention you've never felt before. It feels intense, addictive, almost too good to be true. And then, suddenly, they pull back. They become distant, cold, unavailable. No explanation, no reason, just silence or short replies. And now, you're confused. What did I do wrong? Why are they acting like this? So what do? You chase that old version of them. You try harder. You overthink everything. You start adjusting your behavior just to get that same love back. And when they finally give you attention again, it feels like a reward. This is not love. This is conditioning. They're training your brain to associate their approval with your happiness. And once that happens, they don't need to control you anymore. You control yourself for them. Sign number 5. They isolate you without you realizing. This one is silent, slow, and extremely dangerous. They don't directly tell you to cut people off. They don't say, "Stop talking to your friends." Instead, they plant doubts. Your friends don't really care about you. I just don't like the way they treat you. I think your family is controlling you. At first, it sounds like concern, like they're protecting you. But over time, you start pulling away from others. You spend less time with friends, less time with family, and more time with them. Until one day, they're the only person left in your world. And now, you have no outside perspective, no one to tell you what's normal and what's not, no one to pull you out. That's not an accident. That's strategy. Because isolation creates dependency, and dependency creates control. Now let's pause for a second, because this is important. If you recognized even one of these signs, don't ignore it. Don't brush it off. And definitely don't tell yourself, "It's not that serious." Because this doesn't start serious. It becomes serious over time. Just like Jake. Remember him? It didn't happen overnight. It happened slowly. One doubt at a time. One guilt trip at a time. One emotional shift at a time. Until he wasn't himself anymore. And the scariest part? Most people don't even realize they're being manipulated until they're completely drained. Mentally, emotionally, even physically. So what can you do? First, start trusting your feelings again. If something feels off, it probably is. Second, pay attention to patterns, not excuses. Anyone can have a bad day, but repeated behavior? That's a choice. And third, set boundaries, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if they react badly, because someone who truly respects you won't punish you for having limits. Let me leave you with this. Real love doesn't confuse you. Real love doesn't make you question your worth. Real love doesn't make you feel guilty for being yourself. If someone is making you feel small, controlled, or unsure of who you are, that's not love. That's manipulation. And the sooner you see it, the sooner you can take your power back. If this video opened your eyes even a little, make sure you don't ignore it. Because awareness is the first step to freedom.